Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants.
Santos set to kick off.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. A lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Bears take over.
Their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Throwing on first down. McDonald. That's caught by Montgomery. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. 20, 10, 5. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Gano set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the gun on third down, McDonald and Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, McDonald going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud, 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. McDonald. And he finds Montgomery complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, McDonald. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
For the field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
6, Bears 3.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Giants.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley.
Are you fucking
Barkley
kidding me,
a
bro?
first down and more. And all the way down to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Right on top of these fucking runs, and they just let this dude bounce all the way the
His
fucking out.
first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Shit is so ass.
It certainly does, because
And keep letting
after
them
that
dude
big
fucking
play,
bounce out like this.
I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield, because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones.
Let's go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Let's go, Quinn. Let's fucking go, man.
Score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Got to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. First down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Now it's Barkley. And another tackle broken.
He's just going to break 30 tackles,
That's
bro.
now
Come on.
a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It's Barkley. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And his throw is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. Third down here.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are down by a single possession here, 16-9, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
To throw on second down. McDonald flush to his right. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
On first down, Barkley.
Wide open assholes.
He's to the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal, Giants.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it halfway and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 43-yard line.
They're firing a deep ball for Komet. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. But they run the option here on 1st and 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
On 1st down, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. It's Trubisky rolling to his left. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And the Bears draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Oh, man.
Gibson, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Down by Jabril Peppers. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Giants' 15-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Middle of the field is Robinson. Now Robinson.
You're fucking kidding me, bro.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there.
Are you fucking joking with these fumbles, bro?
I know one thing. The team
You're actually
that had the
joking with
ball
these
and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense,
Thank you. I was about to fucking say.
able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Following the fumble recovery, Cohen. They'll roll him out right.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Trubisky with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears
Let's
are an
fucking
extra
go.
point away from tying the football game.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
Cairo Santos lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Ties the game.
Santos with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Gain of 5 brings up.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Barkley on the counter. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw.
Oh, you gotta pick that, Jalen. Come on.
He nearly had the pick. Probably
They're right in the coverage.
3rd down now.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Go.
And Barkley did not get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now Jones.
Let's go!
As he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf, incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Trubisky on first down. Open man is Komet, the tight end. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
I don't know why that play works like that. What the fuck?
And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back.
Try to fucking hand it off.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. He'll look to throw right away.
Let's go, Khalil.
Gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Let's go!
And this is going to be intercepted.
Go, Jalen.
Picked off by the rookie, Jalen.
Let's fucking go,
And
man.
he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cohen, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. And I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go, Tishawn.
Almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here.
All this dude wants to do is throw drag routes.
And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. third down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, New York.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Gallman. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Complete to Wayne Gallman. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They run the counter. Barkley, and he will take it.
Unbelievable that I can just I'm literally clogging up every fucking hole, and he's still able to get through there. That is so crazy to me, bro.
Back in front.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time.
Unfucking believable. It's because it's Saquon, that's why.
Done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. draft. Let the clock wind down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Come on, get it together.
What a waste of time. You can do better than that.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to turn it around next week.